righty.
We are back.
We are. Can't talk today, Lord. Eric, rewind. We are back. Been a little minute. One of our good old Wally World adventures on my end. Was a bomb threat.
Oh, nice. This
Yeah.
week on what goes on at the Walmart that you work at.
Yeah, and on this week, yeah, they didn't let us know until the last minute. So yeah, the employees were still in there and everything.
How did that come about?
So everybody was going on lunch, and we were just trying to figure out why the police was outside. And yeah,
They just didn't feel the need to
nah,
inform everybody.
nah.
It's not that important,
High
guys.
Point don't know how to build bombs. Come on now.
They know how to move heroin.
Oh man. Well, let's just hop straight into it, man. This Krishan Rock situation.
Yes, we've been in contact about
I know
this.
that's your favorite TV topic
Ugh.
right there. You love you some good old Krishan Rock.
I want to see her fail.
I
really do.
There's not working out in her favor. The world is on her side for whatever reason, but it never works out in her favor. And it's like everybody keeps feeding into it. Oh, nah, I don't know why she acting and dressing like that. This, that, and the third. She cries. Well, she can act and dress like that. You know, she's a woman, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I don't know why she's with him. This, that, and the third. She cries. Oh, my gosh, Blueface is an idiot, but, maybe she'll be good for him, blah, 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 blah.
They've given me no reason to think
It's just
that
like,
they would be good for each other at this point.
At all. The proof is in the pudding, but everybody, for whatever reason, is Team Krishan or Team Blueface or whatever y'all want to say. But yeah, it's always an excuse after an excuse, and then she proves y'all wrong, and then there's more excuses. Like now it's just like, oh, the baby would be good for her. I think she'll settle down, and this, that, and the third. Next thing you know, here we are, baby back and head just a dangling at Walmart.
Yeah, that was crazy. Just walking like it, because I saw like the post about it, and I didn't even notice like in the picture because it was one of those where you slide and then you can see the video. And I didn't even notice in the picture that the baby was just like
the baby was out
way
there
back here. Like
the dog chilling.
Like you can't.
It's messed up that everybody was recording though, because it's just all like, yo, help the baby out. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. It's Krishan. She's showed y'all time and time after again that she's kind of immature.
I will say I will give her a shred of credit because after that video blew up and everything.
Because she apologized. Don't do it, because that's another excuse that people make. People eat it up. And now that she apologized, I'm like, well, everybody makes mistakes, y'all. This, that, it's a baby.
Well, one thing that she said in that video was she said, "I'm learning," which I can understand that. Having a child is quite a task, but
you're never ready for a child.
No, but that's the only shred of credit that I'm going to give her, is that she came out and was like, look, like I'm still learning how to do this thing. Obviously, I don't know how she walked out of the house like that or through the parking lot like that.
That girl was tired. Look, she was not ready for a kid. She thought she could turn up 24/7 and she used to being up all day.
Wrong.
Nah, she's a mom now. Being up all day with responsibilities is something totally different.
Yeah.
It's like she totally forgot the kid was there. She was
like,
so
oh, geez,
she was so zoned out, like the baby just dangling. So like she is tired. Get this girl a mattress.
Can you imagine when that baby is like, like a teenager or grown up and seeing all the clips and all the videos and stuff of like Krishan and Blueface, and like that's your mom, you're in her little front holster thing with your head just bopping all around.
Sounds funny, but I just don't think the world is ready for a teenage Krishan Blue. What's the baby name, boy name? Krishan?
I don't even know.
I think the baby name's Krishan. But she's talking about she may change it again or whatever and make him like a Blueface Junior because he got 2 kids that don't have a junior and she thinks that's messed up.
I mean, do you mean like she would actually name it like Blueface Junior or like
no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think his name. It wouldn't surprise me though. Once again, it wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't put it past.
It was so funny because I saw that video of her saying that right after the old clip you sent me.
Oh, of them in the car.
Yeah.
I
was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That was right on time.
Yeah.
Right on time.
So as I mentioned last week, I went to my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
I was in the wedding. My now brother-in-law got us these gnarly
I heard that word in a minute.
Wooden like Viking mugs with our names on them.
Nice.
And then it says groomsmen under it. And so that was pretty sick.
Nice.
I cried, which is I know, you're making a face right now.
Yeah.
Well, see, it was weird because the relationship that me and my sister have like when she called me and asked me to be in the wedding, she knew that was not, like I said, that was not my first choice to be in the wedding. She knew that I would rather just attend it, be there, be around everybody, and that's it. So for me to cry about, I have never a day in my life cried about anything involving my sister. She graduating,
involving
like
your
anything.
sister. Wait, back. Okay, cool. You're a crier, man. What you cry about?
I typically am
Like
not though. And I'm not trying to like defend myself, but I promise you I don't cry. I think the last time I cried was probably the season finale of season 3 of Stranger Things, and that was difficult for me. But I don't know. One of my buddies, he drove up to the wedding separately by himself, and after, they had done like the whole like ceremony and everything, it was kind of at that point in the night where people are just dancing and having a good time. And me and him just went up on the balcony just because, they actually had to move it inside because it started raining. So it was supposed to be outside in front of like a pond thing, but it started raining. So we had to do the whole thing inside. So me and him later on went out to the balcony and we're just sitting out there chilling. And I don't know what happened. It just, because we had this.
You didn't even cry at the wedding?
No, it was after. It was during like the happy time. I should have, if I was gonna cry.
Were you drunk?
No.
Jesus Christ,
no,
man.
That's the even worse part.
Jesus Christ, he just over here just the crying.
And well, it just was a lot because that was the first time, and maybe the only time that I can think of where I've had my entire immediate family in one. We had people from Miami, Arkansas. One of my sister's closest friends came all the way from California. We had people from everywhere, and I was just sitting up there talking to my friend about it, and it just kind of all hit me, and it was just overwhelming, and because it wasn't like a kind of thing. It was like one of those like really slow, like I could feel my eyes welling up, like I have no idea where it came from. I have no idea. And then we went.
Aaron's a big softie.
We went downstairs, and one of my mom's good friends, her and her husband came from Nashville. She was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, oh, and my grandma was crying. Like, it was like a whole. It was crazy. I still have no idea what came over me, what washed over me, but
I guess that's a valid excuse. All your family there, you ain't been there in a minute, and it was just kind of cool. Kick back and see everybody, coming together. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. I guess I ain't saying I'm a.
Yeah, you're like impartial to weddings.
No, man, I ain't saying I'm made of steel or anything. Crying is just something I just can't do. I don't know. I just can't cry. I think last time I cried, let me see.
It has to be something like really specific for me, like a TV show ending or my.
I want to say the last time I cried was when Tupac died.
God, which was when? What year?
96.
96.
97, 96.
So you're sitting in front of me right now.
I cry when I laugh.
You sad cry. Like last time you sad cried was literally the year before I was born.
If I get my ass whooped, of course, I ran through a bunch of beatings and everything. I would cry,
that's different. You're just overcome
man,
with emotion.
I ain't never been that kind of like, I don't know. I ain't never been that sensitive. Where don't get me wrong, I'm a big sensitive, soft guy. I ain't no punk or nothing like that. But I
just keep that straight.
Yeah, But there's a lot of things that I like that most men wouldn't like. Like I'm into fashion, music, girly movies, chick flicks, the whole nine. I do that stuff. But crying, like just watching Titanic and then getting all choked up, or seeing a doggy dog getting the love and just begin, or watching the military come home videos and now.
Oh, dude, those I've gone down that rabbit hole. I've gone down that rabbit hole.
We all been
before.
there, but just crying. Nah, man. Okay, I lied. Well, for one, yeah, I definitely cried when Tupac died, but not because Tupac died. I love Tupac, but it was like my hints of actually life or death is like there's really gonna be no more.
Oh,
and that was like
life in perspective for you.
Yeah, I was like. Talked about death plenty of times, but it was like, this is official.
Yeah.
It was like, oh man, there's gonna be no more. But I Am Sam. It's a movie.
Oh.
It's a movie.
I saw that movie when I was probably in like middle school, and I want to say me and my sisters both all cried at it.
Yeah, my mom was watching it one day. My mom got a beast bed, man. She got this big old California king with some pillars. Nice. I'd be curled up on her bed all the time watching whatever she's watching. But yeah, she was watching that movie I Am Sam one day, and I was just watching it. I was probably about a good 30, 40 minutes in. I had to leave. Yeah, I had to play it off. I had to play it off like I was gonna go play with my friends or something. But I'm over here in the bathroom, like, yo, what's going on? Why I feel like this? Her eyes getting all heavy. Some push-ups, man. Come on, get right. But yeah, that movie took a toll on me. I watched it not too long ago again with my girl because I was letting her know that was the saddest movie I had seen. And then I felt stupid because I was like, dang, maybe I was just soft because it's really not that bad. It is a good film.
Like I said, the last 3 times that I cried, obviously my sister's wedding. I think number 2 was the season finale of season 3 of Stranger Things. And then 3, I think the last time I cried was in when I went and saw Bolt.
Come on, bruh.
Well, no, see, I credit the part when you know how he like gets lost and he's trying to find his way back, and then he gets back, but she's already found another dog that's not even like a real. Not even him.
You couldn't even say Marley and Me. Bolt.
Oh, I credit that too. Yeah.
Bolt, man. All right, Aaron's a crier, ladies and gentlemen, and
it's not as bad as it used to be. when I was like, when I was like really young, I cried over like every like sad part of every movie. But now I'm an adult man, and I only do that at special gatherings like weddings.
After I Am Sam, I just know I don't like the feeling of just crying over nothing. It made me feel weird. So I be having to take breaks. I'm like, hold on, man, I don't like this.
You're just crying there, like sitting there empty-handed.
Yeah, it's like, hold on now.
Crying. Oh, I wanted to get your thoughts on I guess it was last week, that jet that went missing.
Whoa, what? I missed that.
Did you not hear about that?
No, I missed that story.
So it was an F-35 like fighter jet. Apparently, from what I saw, there was 2 of them that were flying side by side. For whatever reason, one of the pilots had to eject. He ejected safely, but he didn't before he ejected. The plane just kept going, and it had on like its like stealth settings, and it was in what they call a zombie mode. Mm-hmm. It was just a giant $80 million flying bomb, basically, totally unmanned. They literally didn't know where it was. They were asking the public, like, "Hey, if you see a jet just flying over your house or into your house, please let us know if you can, you survive or whatever." But apparently, it crashed. I think in like a field somewhere in South Carolina, but there was like a good, I think like 2 or 3 days where they literally just didn't know where the plane was.
Jesus Christ.
It was just flying somewhere.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time a whole plane went missing.
But see, I'm kind of calling BS on some of this.
Yeah.
Because number one, you don't just ditch an 80. I mean, I understand like if there was something mechanically wrong and he had to eject. Well, someone possesses like that caliber of rank, I guess you could call it, just ejects, and then they just let it fly. They just let it go until it hits something.
They could be taking off certain parts and building something.
I don't know. The whole thing just seems
need a little time.
The whole thing just seems weird to me that somehow we just lost an $80 million jet, and then it crashed, and now everybody's like, oh, okay, cool.
America's built on conspiracies. Who knows nowadays?
And my roommate showed me earlier, apparently it was the phone call to 911. A guy said that a pilot just landed in his backyard. And the pilot like gets on, and of course the operator is like, what? Like, what did you just say?
Can you imagine you on your deck watching the dogs play, and then there's just this random shadow,
just this guy,
and just parachutes down. Just, don't say nothing. I'm all right.
and that was one of the things that seemed fishy to me was this guy is a F-35 pilot in the U.S. military, and he has no way of getting in contact with who he needs to get in contact with. He's got to stop in this guy's yard. He's got to go. He's got to like knock on the door.
Can I use your phone?
Yeah, and call 911. There's nobody else that he can.
Like, where did you come from?
Yeah,
no, you can't use my phone. Get away.
I have so many questions, but
I am perplexed.
The whole thing just seemed really straight. I thought you would have seen that.
No, I missed that story.
That's
wild.
That was going on for like 2 or 3, 4 days. They didn't know where the plane was.
Jesus Christ.
When it crashed, the guy that they interviewed was just comical. Like, he was this just like super southern, like older black guy, and he was like, yeah, it's like I was in there having a shave, and I heard what sounded between like a like a whistling and like a screaming. But like, did you just like?
So he's just falling out of the sky, just yelling. Oh, you're
No, he was talking about the plane.
Oh,
it came like just screaming past his house. And
I
just
thought
the way
he was talking about the guy parachuting his backyard.
No,
Sitting there shaving, just hear a guy. Ah!
he's like slowly parachuting to the ground, just screaming. Just
like, what
drifting
is
down.
going on? Right? Why are you yelling?
Oh, that's funny.
Are you not used to this, sir?
Oh,
yeah,
I wanted to ask
funny.
you too. Have you been up on the NFL?
Yeah,
the past
man.
couple of weeks?
Yeah, man. Oh, dang. I thought I had my hoodie on for whatever reason. But yeah, man. Come on now. Ravens Nation.
Or Ravens are 2-0 too, right?
Yeah.
Look at us.
Minus preseason.
We're just sitting in here, 2-0
Man,
guys.
ain't nobody worried about no Dolphins.
You should be. You should be.
Yeah, we got the Colts coming up next.
Oh well, we got Denver.
Easy win.
Yeah, we got Denver in Miami for the first home game, so that's kind of clutch.
Can you wait to hear that conversation between you and Tripper?
Yeah. I need to start talking trash to him like tomorrow, or actually maybe today. Maybe I'll do that today.
So my homie was talking about this one chick that he was messing with that ended up being abusive and stuff. And he didn't know to the last minute, and he got up out of there, but he was just laughing about it now. Long story short, they went to go have a couple of drinks and everything, and they was playing some kind of drinking game, and one of the dares was just all like kiss or slap or whatever, and she ended up punching him.
Oof.
Yeah, and it was first date, so it was like, so you didn't know this girl, and she felt comfortable enough to go ahead and steal off on you.
Yeah, really,
that's funny.
It's not a great start for him.
That's funny. And then he brought up one of my situations that I had dealt with in Indiana, but we're gonna talk about that. Worst dating experience?
What's mine?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just like worst, like first date, or just worst date in general ever?
In general.
Oh my gosh.
First date's always the worst, especially if you get catfish.
I'm so far removed from the scene these days. I don't know. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was. I can't really think of one just offhand, but one of them was definitely a sort of like catfish-esque situation, and it wasn't even.
She was 350 with a mustache.
It wasn't. She wasn't that bad, but she definitely. And I mean, I could tell by like pictures that she was not the slimmest chick I've ever seen before, but it didn't look terrible, you know. Like I was like, okay, you know, I'll give it a shot. Like, I'm an open guy.
Yeah.
And
go and get your big girl.
She came walking up, and I knew within 3 seconds.
Oh.
That I'm like, I'm not.
Oh, it was a little slow.
She was nice and all. Like we were cool. Like we had a nice conversation, whatever. But like I just said, I think I'm gonna pass on a second date.
At least kept a friend, man. Always, you know. She probably has some friends.
I'm good.
You.
I don't want to go fishing in the same pond twice.
That's kind of damn. That's kind of jacked up. It's like your worst dating experience is just off to somebody that they look like it was no experience.
I mean, I've never had anything.
You ain't have a girl like fart and it smell like cream cheese or something on the day. I don't know.
I've never had anything like super ridiculous happen. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing that I've just had like super like bland like regular first dates. But
leave my story alone.
What is it? I mean, I can only imagine some of the stuff you've told me.
I'm good. I ain't.
Well, now you've baited me. You've baited me.
If your worst experience is just because somebody showed up a little bigger than usual.
But that's me. I don't go out on dates like that. I know you get into some ridiculous scenarios at times. I mean, now that you've baited me into it.
Yeah, I guess it's just the process of going out a lot. You run into some people. But no, it was this one chick in Indiana used to talk to and stuff. And we was cool and all that, messed around and everything. But then she got into something weird. And then I ain't going to say too much. I'm just like R. Kelly mode. And then she even offered me to pay. Yeah, she was going to pay me to pee on her.
Oh, okay. I was about to say number one.
No, R. Kelly, not two girls in one cup. But
yeah. If you do that, don't show your face here.
Yeah, boy. Easiest money I made. But yeah, that was just.
Oh, you did it?
Got to see it through, my boy. What they say, you got to see
That's
it
crazy.
Through. Had to have a story to tell the homies. But yeah, my roommates were disgusted and I was weak, but $200 richer. But yeah, I smoothed.
200?
Smoothed out. Yeah, because I told her hell no, because it wasn't me. Like I didn't find the good kink in that. You know, usually open minded. I'm down for the cause for whatever, as long as it ain't nothing crazy on my end. No pun intended. But but that was something I was just all like, that is sick. And there's really people like that. Shout out to Indianapolis. But there's really people like that.
I want to quickly shout out My friend that he listened to one of our last episodes where I think it was when we talked about how much we had this hypothetical conversation about, you said something about, like how much like you would have to get paid, either you to pee on Oprah or Oprah to pee on you or whatever.
Yeah, facts. Oprah could pee on me.
I just wanted to shout.
I do remember that. I
just wanted to shout him out because I don't know if I've said his name, but he has peed on like more than one woman.
I'm telling you,
it's not like you said, it's not even like his kink. Girls have like asked him to do it.
But see, I got a thing where I will do anything once, but if I do it more than once, then automatically that just means that's just what I like to do.
Yeah.
So it's just like I would not pee on another girl.
Okay. So you learned.
Yeah.
Like this is not good for me.
It ain't even for the money no more. No, I'm good. I can't even make a play out of it. It was weird. It was really weird. It was hard for me to do.
Yeah. That's probably
like peeing in front of somebody. I just never thought I would run into that problem. Like if I gotta go, I gotta go. Like plenty of drunk nights where I just whip out and find a tree.
Yeah,
and everybody's in the back. Yeah, you know, and a bottle in the back seat while the Uber's driving. You know, like yeah, of course. But
somebody's just staring at you, just hawking you.
Waiting, not even staring's the least of my worries. I'm talking about on their knees, waiting, tarp on the floor, music playing in the background. Like I can't.
That's just so like.
Family Guy on low, and it's weird. Netflix asking me if I'm still watching. Like, bro, this is.
And you're like sweating, like trying to pee.
Anxiety is high.
I hope you did it like in the tub or like on a tarp or something.
Yeah, on a tarp. She had a tarp down, hardwood floors. She was ready.
That's so crazy. That's honestly something I don't think I could ever do.
I'm like, in your house too? You're dirty.
Yeah, that's.
And it's like I slept here so many times, and God knows what you did with the men before me, because dudes are sick.
If she wants you to pee
and
on
I'm
her,
I'm sleeping there and everything.
Yeah,
and you gonna bring that on?
You've definitely been around some weird juices.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't want to get a hotel room and just mess it up.
I mean, the tub would make the most sense, though, right?
You still pee in the tub?
Huh? No, what? I'm saying like for this scenario. I'm not saying like if I've got to piss, I go piss in my shower.
But it's just like, who wants piss in their tub?
I mean, it's better than on the floor, I would think. At least you can like turn the shower on.
I don't want no pee in my house besides in the toilet.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying
tub, floor, couch, tarp. In my yard.
What the activity calls for.
I hate when my dogs pee on my deck.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what point I'm trying to make at this point. I don't think I could do that.
Maybe I was just thinking too much into it, but it was just that was actually a difficult task. It got done, but I was just like, this is weird. This is definitely gonna be a one-time thing.
I hope I'm never in that weird of a situation. And you said, speaking of Family Guy, I'm not gonna lie, I have had to turn Family Guy off before during.
He kept laughing.
Yeah, it just like I would just hear it.
Good episode.
Yeah, I would just hear it like over there.
We all been through that where. It's getting good, but this show's low-key funny, so we got to pause for the calls right quick.
Legitimately, reached over, grabbed the remote, and, turned the TV off.
When I learned to never put on a stand-up.
Oh, yeah, no. Definitely not.
Don't put on a stand-up. Don't put on Law & Order.
Oh, Law & Order was always... not always, but it was definitely...
I'm just now getting the Law & Order, so I never watched it.
Like
didn't get care for it, but now that I'm getting into it, it's like, wait, he did what?
Law & Order has always been one of those shows that, I'm not like, man, I can't wait to get home and watch Law & Order. But anytime I've had a girlfriend or whatever that's into it, and, we're sitting there watching it, I do, kind of get into it.
It's what I put on before I go to sleep.
I feel like that would be a good, comfort sleep show. Maybe I'll start. Because I was using the Golden Girls.
I love the Golden Girls.
Yeah, that show.
But it's I want something to pay attention to that I'm not going to be mad that I miss, so I can just drift off.
Because, every episode's different, so it's not like it's this ongoing thing.
But if I just want something on in the background... just so I could knock out right quick, I probably put on Key and Peele, something I don't care about.
Oh, I was gonna ask you one thing. I haven't even really been able. Well, sort of, kind of. Who would you say is the most overrated musical artist?
Who's the most overrated musical artist?
Yes, of any genre.
Beyonce.
God, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, most definitely. But it's Beyonce.
Yeah,
I think she's well rated. Definitely overrated, but well rated.
She gets a lot of hype
and deserves it, but definitely gets a lot of hype. I wouldn't take it as far as acting like she's paying my bills like most people. They will die for Beyonce.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But at the same time, I'm just like, gotta give credit when credit was due. I can't hate so much when you actually, walk that line for so many years and been consistent.
Yeah. I mean, she has been relevant.
She
a
went
long
through,
time.
She went through the rumors and bullshit like everybody else and ate past it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I
That's
don't.
the last thing I even hear in the car.
Why are
when I'm riding with my
all of
homegirls
these
or whatever?
all of these like I don't even want to call them like B-list celebrities like Krishan Rock and Dua Lipa and like all these like why are all these people on my feed?
Krishan Rock is not a B-list celebrity. I wouldn't even include her as a celebrity right now, for real, for real.
Not even at all. She's not even in the
What
running.
do you know Krishan Rock for
Blueface.
Besides being ratchet and having Blueface? Wanted to be in the Blueface Girls. You know she makes music, right?
Yeah, I learned that through you. You told me that when
have you heard her? Have you heard anybody bumping it?
No. I don't even know what it sounds like.
I'm about to say, besides her singing it on the internet, have you ever had that happen on a recommendation list, like of anybody's, like
yeah, you got to hear this new Krishan Rock.
You got a ratchet black girl who's just all like, it's a vibe. Like, have you, like, yeah, no. B-list celebrity. She's not CDEFGH.
I don't know. I guess I just lumped her in as a celebrity.
And I promise I'm not hating on Krishan Rock. I promise I'm Team Krishan.
I am.
I'm Team Krishan over Blueface, but I know you're hating.
I
know you're hating.
I'm 100%.
It's just like I don't like people making stupid mistakes that just cause common sense, and then we just rock past it. It's like, nah, save a mistake for a real mistake that don't nobody know that you could easily fall into. I'm not giving you a mistake because you ain't hold a baby head up. Like, I'm look past that. Look past that.
I'm not like super judging her for that.
Making a mistake, drinking and smoking while you pregnant, and looking past that, trying to figure like, nah.
It's just like her whole everything about her is just like so like chaotic and like I don't want to say disrespectful, but I mean it is to Blueface and like the way that she's treated him in the past.
I just think it's all mostly scripted, if not the shit that she be going through because of what he put her through or puts her through.
And I'm not saying by any means that
but
Blueface
I don't know.
is
I love her energy though. It's just like it's something about her that's just all like I feel like she's real fun and cool peoples to kick it with when she ain't getting all crazy and drunk and belligerent and whatnot.
Like if she's cool.
But I feel like that mental breakdown only be happening because 80% of the time it's scripted. That's what the people love. That's what the label throws her way. That's what she got to do on TV. And then him, because him in general, he's just an asshole.
Yeah, he doesn't care about anything.
I agree with a lot of his points, but it's just how he words it. It makes me scared to agree because it's like, dude, have a heart.
I by no means am saying that Blueface isn't right about anything.
Like saying,
but he's more likable to me.
In layman terms, just be all like, if I get full custody, you're gonna have to help me, take care of the kids because you got your thing, I got my thing, and we ain't gonna be able to do it by ourselves. That sounds great. Yeah. But he didn't word it like that at all.
He's meanwhile
he ain't worded like
to get his ex to take
was
the
gonna
baby.
Force her to take care of the kid of the ex. No, he ain't worded like that at all. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they got going on. I'm just mad they slowly but surely starting to become relevant again because I thought we was off of them.
I think they're gonna be a running thing for a while. I don't know, because especially now with this baby, they're gonna be following like that baby's upbringing.
They're like the modern day Flavor Flav in I Love New York.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, you probably missed that. Yeah, them 3-4 years you did probably miss that. You may have been a little young, but that was a big time thing. Flavor of Love and I Love New York back in the day. That was and their relationship was crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I know that Flavor Flav got into a lot of stuff that he probably shouldn't have, fame and money and all that jazz.
What do you call a pregnant slave?
Oh Jesus! What?
Buy one get one free. If you laugh, you cancel.
I'm not laughing.
Aaron's white, y'all.
I was gonna say there's numerous reasons. I can't laugh. You just come in here with the heavy hitting. Let's put Aaron in like a weird in a weird situation. Questions.
Oh man, what's one artist that you think don't get enough recognition that you brought up? Who's overrated? Who's underrated?
Who's underrated? Because I know I've thought this to myself several times.
I've been saying this since college, and I stand by this. To me, Post Malone.
I'd say he's like fair he gets I mean, I like his music a lot.
He makes great music, and people be sleep.
Because I see it everywhere. Like I see him. I mean, I do follow him like pretty closely.
If Lizzo won't who she is, I would definitely say Lizzo too, because I damn sure don't like her as a person, and she's
had a couple of catchy ones.
Oh, she has amazing hits. Her pen game is crazy, but it's just her as a person. She's just nah. Devil be working on her.
I don't want to say he's underrated, but he definitely doesn't get as much recognition as like Oliver Tree. Have you ever heard of him?
I haven't.
He his songs, he sang the one that it was all over the radio. Life goes on and on and on and on.
Oh, okay.
He sings that.
Yeah, word. I fuck with that song.
And he just came out with a new song called Fairweather Friends, which is like rap, but he does like I can't really put a finger on like what, I guess his genre is like pop and rap too, I guess. He kind of does both.
I guess pop. I don't know about rap, man. I guess pop.
Yeah, I'd say he's more pop, but
I only heard that one song.
He's got some other ones that are in the whole like the way that he like sings and everything. It's just different. I can't really put finger on like why or how.
Any a new artist, or he been out?
I mean, I've known about him for probably maybe a few years, but he hasn't really done much like publicly up until I'd say maybe the last like year or so, year and a half. He was on.
Because I only know that one song, unfortunately. My bad.
He was on T-Pain's little podcast. He was on there with him once. He's done quite a bit of podcasts, but I don't know. I like most of his music. It's just different and weird. You don't really. I mean, besides like you said that one song, you don't really hear anything out of him. Mm-mm. Not in the mainstream at least.
I used to say Doja Cat was underrated, but it's not that she's underrated. It's like she's just 50 Cent short, because she makes great music, but it's like it doesn't have that oomph. It's not enough to get her enough recognition. And the only thing that's getting her recognition is being crazy on social media, and she's kind of like
being weird.
Yeah, being crazy on social media, like, and now she's starting to become like an industry plant to that, and I'm not liking it, because it's just all like, you made great music, you like almost there, you just, I don't know if you need like a different marketing team, a different sound, a different engineer, a different writer, something.
She's kind of leaning way too into that like
but now,
devil demon blood thing. You know what I mean?
As of every celebrity, once in a while they got to do that whatever stupid mess that just weighs in, because that's just what's in at the time, or that's what the label tells them to do at the time. But it's just like, mine is that. The song is dope.
Didn't she just drop an album?
Like, the song is dope. See what I mean?
She just came out with an album, and the main song, or the one that I heard first off of it, was Agora Hills, I think is what it's called. And I like it. I like that, and I like Paint the Town Red.
Yeah, like
it's just catchy.
The song is dope, like dope lyrics, catchy, radio play. It's easy, but it just doesn't have that. Now if any other female rapper dropped, it'll automatically overtake her, because it's just all like, you don't hear that certain sound that you're looking for. And I don't know, it's hard to explain, but she's finding her trend was like, oh, well, if I take weird, stupid pictures of like my forehead, or me dressing up as a demon, or me just looking weird on camera, it's just all like, yeah, that they eat that up. I go viral all the time, so let me go ahead and do that. And it's just all like, nah, man, make music.
I was actually, you mentioned her being an industry plant. I actually was just thinking about that yesterday. I was thinking to myself, like, she blew up really fast.
I don't think she blew up fast.
Well, to me, she did. Like, she came out of nowhere, and then she had like 2 or 3 hits that were like on the radio, like and then suddenly she was like everywhere, and or at least for me, that's how it was. I mean, I don't know how you.
I must say, I ain't saying like I kept up with her, like, oh man, I've been fucking with her since day one. It was just all like, nah. The first time I heard it was that Moo Cow song that was going viral, and I didn't know. I
think I've heard that like once
or something. Moo, bitch, I'm a cow. I'm a cow.
Yeah, I think
I don't say moo.
I got 30 seconds in and turned it off.
And it was just all like, what the hell? And then I heard like the whole thing, and I was like, wait a minute. Whoever this girl is, she's actually spitting. Like, this song actually goes hard, as stupid as it is. And then I saw her, and I was just like, dang, she low-key bad too. And then after that, her music just started getting more and more in play, and I was like, yo, she actually makes pretty good music. But it's never been like number one. It'll be top 10, but it's like she doesn't hit like that top 5 spot.
She's a rapper, but she doesn't have that like rapper kind of like sound to her. You know what I mean? Like she'll rap, but it doesn't sound like rap like we hear.
I
female rappers do now.
Thank
you know
God,
what I mean?
thank God. I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I got enough exploiting pussies in my life. I need to hear some
Yeah.
actual bars. Like,
Yeah.
cool, glad your vagina is tight and whatever you want to call it, but you know, like, what do you do? Like,
Yeah. Like-
what do you got going on besides that? What's happening in your life?
WAP still makes me uncomfortable to this day. The uncensored version is the wet and gushy censored version. Because gushy is just gross. Like, that's just a gross word
That
to
sweet,
use.
that funk, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
Yeah, ew.
Mm,
Don't do that. Please.
Give it to me, baby.
And in rap too, like I've noticed, at least with like mainstream stuff, like females, like all they want to talk about is like
That's it.
how good their vagina is.
I'm
like, that's great for
it's
you.
like we're missing bars. It changed so much, and it's just all like I don't mind it, but it's just like you gotta switch up the sound or the style at least, make it trendy. Everybody's saying the same thing, and I don't want to sound like that old person, like, oh, all the music sounds the same nowadays. But it's just all like that. All the music really do sound the same nowadays. Like, y'all don't even have good producers no more. Everything is sampled.
Yeah.
There's no original sound.
Oh yeah, everything. I didn't, and I actually Paint the Town Red. I didn't know what she sampled in that song was from an old song from like the '60s.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is sampled nowadays.
I was at work and I heard that and I was like, "What? Why did that sound familiar?" Naturally, I Shazammed it.
Of course.
And it was "Walk On By" I think, what's her name, Diane something. It was a lady from like the '60s, but it had that same that same little whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons why I appreciate Doja Cat, because it's just all like she's more than just her vagina. Which makes sense though, because I seen an interview where she was like she don't eat fruit or drink water or something like that, and I was just like, I know your vagina stink.
Yeah, something's funky going on.
pH
around
balance
there.
all off.
Yeah,
you
she's
don't
weird.
you don't like no kind of fruit to drink water. That's why.
I don't get how do you survive and not drink water? I mean, I'm sure you can do it, but
people do it all
I mean,
the
at
time.
some point,
a
your
whole
body
bunch of
needs water.
sodas and whatnot, and but yeah, that was the first thing I had thought of. I was like, good God. I was like, well, it makes sense because something got to be wrong.
And it's like every time I see anything about Doja Cat, it's like she's stepping up the crazy. Like, she was crazy down here, and then she got a little bit crazier. Now she's dressed up as a demon and for a music video. She looks scary.
Once again, I don't even think she's crazy. I think it's just like one of them little celebrity trending topic things, because all the celebrities do it. It's like when Balenciaga comes out with a new line. Yeah, all the celebrities cop it.
Just hype
so it's just like, so it's like, I wouldn't even call her crazy. I think she's just trying to keep her recognition in play.
True. Oh, speaking of industry plants, were you up on the whole Bobby Altoff situation? That girl that interviewed like Drake and Lil Yachty, and she got accused for being an industry plant, and she kind of tried to soak it. Like everybody was calling her an industry plant. She was apparently like a TikToker or something. Oh, you didn't see anything about that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, never mind then. But
she getting sued or something?
No, she 100% is an industry plant. Like, she used to make like TikToks about like being a mom, and then she somehow popped up with this podcast where she was interviewing Drake and Lil Yachty and like Tyga and all these like relevant people. And then there was all these rumors that her and Drake like hooked up because she was married with a kid. And then suddenly she had they like unfollowed each other on Instagram, and she took down, or whoever took down, that whole interview with Drake, just completely off YouTube. So there was all these like rumors that like they hooked up and like she cheated on her husband or whatever. But
it's good. We had somebody like that too when I was growing up. You may have missed that one too, but it was real. It wasn't like made up stuff just to get internet clout. It was actually real. What's her name? Cat Stacks. Y'all remember? Shout out to all the real '90s babies. Everybody remember Cat Stacks.
I don't.
She used to. She was a white girl with a terrible BBL job.
Oh.
But all the celebrities would hit.
In the 90s?
No. This was like early 2000s. I'm saying like real 90s babies that, grew up with the ratchetness that ain't too offended know about Cat Stacks. But yeah, little white girl. She used to mess with all the celebrities and whatnot. Well, she may not be. I don't know what she is, but she look white to me. But yeah, she messed with all the celebrities, but her phone would stay on record, or she always had like hidden cameras put up, not to like just record their sexual activities. I mean, she probably would post it if it was like some weird stuff, like dudes was wanting to put like gay porn on while they would hit it or whatever like that. Yeah, and it'd be like celebrities that be going around. Like I know there was plenty of videos with like Soulja Boy and Chris Brown, and because they love their cocaine and they have it sitting out on the dresser. And then they make up stupid stuff like, man, that was aspirin because I don't know how to pop pills. And it's like, bruh, you messing with Cat Stacks. We know what she do. And we know what that was on the nightstand.
And you're Chris Brown. So.
And we see it in your face. Yeah, Soulja Boy and Chris Brown stayed on the coke. Bow Wow used to beg for it and offer to pay for it all the time. And it's like she's a known hoe. It's like, why are you? You could just hit it for free like all the rest of the celebrities. Like, you know,
like all the other guys that I've let.
You know, I forgot it was somebody else that she put out there, but she had a bunch of celebrities under her belt. It's like you probably missed that one too, the famous porn star Corinne Steffens, Superhead.
No, but it sounds intriguing.
Hey, boy, let me tell you. But that video used to be crazy.
Sounds like I might fire up the Google search a little later.
Oh man, got to put on the proper glasses because I know that pixelation probably wild. I used to go on when I was in middle school.
Oh man.
Yeah, Superhead was our Pinky.
Oh Pinky.
Yeah. Oh man, shout out to all the porn stars out there.
Yeah, I mean, do your thing, you know.
I don't think there's any new ones nowadays that's a trending topic. I think the last of the last was Mia Khalifa. Because OnlyFans kicked off, so pretty much everybody you meet is a porn star. You can look them up.
Yeah, true.
So it's just like there's no like porn stars that everybody get hyped about anymore.
Who is like, speaking of porn stars?
You got to think when our parents was growing up, it was like Jenna Jansen or something.
Like magazines,
right?
If you had to like, if you were say like you knew you were gonna die like tomorrow, who is like
cheese and crackers?
Who is like the one porn star that like 100% would like get you to completion, no matter what? Like if you're drunk, intoxicated, like whatever, one that like just does the trick, no question, like it always works.
Jada Fire.
I know the name.
That crackhead is nasty.
She's a crackhead?
She's something.
I've heard the name.
She done brought me through many hard times as a child.
Many long nights.
Yeah, man. I don't know what she's doing now. She probably aging out terrible now, like Pinky or whatever. But
yeah, dude, Pinky got huge. Like she's massive now.
I think it's just healthy weight. You know, gotta retire again up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, she yeah. But once again, she brought you through a lot of hard times. 18, 19-year-old Pinky.
Pun intended.
Ha That's it.
She brought the hard times.
I was watching. There was this Facebook video that we can wrap it up after this because I know we ain't talking about a damn thing. But it was this Facebook video that had me weak. It was like, I want to create a porn investment, like a porn company, but it's more of what happens after. It's all like, yeah, sure, she smashes the boss, but does she get the job?
So how did the interview go after?
Yeah, you know, did she ever help her brother with her homework? Like,
so they're just like, all right, now that's done. Yeah, so what problem were we on? What were we doing?
Did she ever get unstuck out the dryer? Like, what?
Did they call the fire department?
You know? It's called the after.
The after.
And say, she said, I'm going to call it when you finish, you can finish.
ATS, after the scene.
It had me cracking up. I was just all like, "Yeah, give us what we really want."
And there's actually no porn. It just picks up.
Yeah, you know, just
right
when they're done,
off.
Like, you know,
fully dressed.
Just give us what we want to know. We know what's gonna happen.
It's
but
just another.
What happens after?
It's another 15-minute long interview about a job.
I mean, like,
that actually would be pretty funny.
This is like, so did the pizza man ever make that delivery? Like, did he ever, like,
yeah, it's the pizza guy going back to the pizza place.
Yeah, you know, does he have another order?
Telling his coworkers the craziness that just went on.
Did he ever make up that other order?
Like, you guys aren't gonna believe what just happened. All right, you have anything you want to say to the people out there?
Man, thank you, God, for this food that we receive for the nourishment of our bodies. In Christ's sake, amen. Love, peace, and Afro grease. Be there next time, or be an octagon.
All right, we'll see you next week.